The referee is vis-à-vis from Algeria. Judges come from Guatemala, Cuba, Republic of Korea, Japan, and Sri Lanka.
Let's get ready for bout 263 with men's heavy 91 kilograms.
As Tom said before the break, now we're back to bouts which really count. Just had a couple of men's lightweight encounters featuring men who have already qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Luke McCormack, unanimous decision over Enrique La Cruz, and Sofian Amiha, unanimous points decision over Javid Chalabayev, which had some interesting aspects to it. Now we're up to the heavyweights. This is Cheavon Clarke, the number 3 seed from Great Britain, born in Jamaica, and he's up against the young Greek Vagkan Nanitzanian. Clarke defeating Nanitzanian of Armenia, Youth Olympic Games medalist from 2014. Clarke, a split decision. He needed a big last round to get through, and he produced it. Nanitzanian a bit more comfortable against Belgium's Victor Ilunga Shellstrata, unanimous points decision. Nanitzanian, a former European youth silver medalist. And this should be a very interesting bout.
Right, and of course, Cheavon Clarke is well known for having stared death in the face twice at 8, left lifeless after falling off a ladder, impaled on a spike. He's got like an 8-inch
deduction.
Where was the deduction in the 2 judges?
There's no deduction.
Guatemala, Cuba, Republic of Korea, Japan, and Sri Lanka.
Let's get ready for bout 263 with men's heavy 91 kilograms.
As Tom said before the break, now we're back to bouts which really count. Just had a couple of men's lightweight encounters featuring men who have already qualified for the Tokyo Olympic Games. Luke McCormack, unanimous decision over Enrique La Cruz, and Sofian Amiha, unanimous points decision over Javid Chalabayev, which had some interesting aspects to it. Now we're up to the heavyweights. This is Cheavon Clarke, the number 3 seed from Great Britain, born in Jamaica, and he's up against the young Greek Vagkan Nanitzanian. Clarke defeating Nanitzanian of Armenia, Youth Olympic Games medalist from 2014. Clarke, a split decision. He needed a big last round to get through, and he produced it. Nanitzanian a bit more comfortable against Belgium's Victor Ilunga Shellstrata, unanimous points decision. Nanitzanian, a former European youth silver medalist. And this should be a very interesting bout.
Right, and of course, Cheavon Clarke is well known for having stared death in the face twice at 8, left lifeless after falling off a ladder, impaled on a spike. He's got like an 8-inch scar right up from his belly button, and then at 18 flatlined in a hospital because of a burst appendix. So when you've been down that road, the rest of life is gravy. And he jokes about it. And I expect this will be busy from the beginning. Both like to mix it up.
So much riding on this. 4 qualifying spots from Europe going to the semi-finalists. So win and you're in Tokyo, lose and you're not.
So much at stake here, as you said. You just can't imagine the intensity and the range of emotions here over the next 9 minutes. There's camps, there's families watching around the world, and plans and really how the next stage of your life rolls, depending on whether you're going to the Olympics.
Both these men hoping to make the Olympic Games for the first time. Clarke using that jab.
Nanitzanian will turn 22 near the end of the Tokyo Olympics, and he would dearly love to have a celebration there.
This the heavyweights, 91 kilogram division. We will have the super heavyweights later, over 91 kilograms, but there's enough punching power on show here to provide incident and maybe a stoppage. Hasn't been an action-packed opening midway through the first round.
It was the commentators' kiss of death. As I said, they will come out throwing and they love to get busy, and now we see a more circumspect attack from both.
Clarke ducking very low, told to keep his head up.
We just saw a point penalty in the previous bout for ducking.
Clarke trying to back Nanitzanian into the ropes, but the Greek turns him. It's better from Clarke.
And as we move up to the heavyweights, you know that there can be lightning with any strike here.
It's to be Clarke doing the majority of the scoring in this first round. There hasn't been too much in it. Nanitzanian comes back. Good right from Clarke at the end of that exchange, and signs that this might be about to ignite.
That's what I meant at the beginning. Trading and landing. Again, we'll see what the 5 judges saw. I think you're right. I would shade it toward the 3rd seed.
But the end of that 3 minutes perhaps gave us a taste of what might be to come.
Yeah.
Certainly think Nanitzanian would benefit from it being more of a toe-to-toe slugfest. Well, 3 judges giving it to Clarke and 2 to Nanitzanian.
I think the Greek would feel good coming out of that with that tight a result. And again, now we're 6 minutes from Tokyo. I don't think either one would benefit from trying to waltz their way through. I think what we saw at the end of round 1 will now be the order of the night.
Does look like the pleasantries are over with. Time to get down to business. And it's Clarke.
Clarke really busy. And really at 29, and you know, the opportunity, the window not closing for him, but it's closer to closing than for the soon-to-be 22-year-old Nanitzanian, so there's that. Clarke just a little bit quicker to get off.
Bit of wrestling in the middle of the ring. Nanitzanian trying to unload, but missing with quite a few of those shots, and Clarke going to the body. It's a good combination from the Briton. And there was an uppercut which didn't quite land flush, but there's a couple of good shots from Clarke, and I think he's definitely on top in this second round.
Will fatigue play a role here late? Final minute, round 2. So much riding here.
Losing track, Tom. Did they fight yesterday as well?
Yes.
It was yesterday, so quick turnaround for these big men.
Yeah, the referee, don't turn your back, and you, Mr. Clarke, don't hit him in the back of the head.
Yes. Clarke bullying Nanitzanian back.
And Clarke has done well to just make things uncomfortable for Nanitzanian.
Clash of heads. Clarke looks a little dazed, but he continues. 15 seconds to go in round 2.
Good work from both, really.
Both getting through with strong punches.
Good uppercut. Referee, very involved in this. I thought the round was over.
The bell did go.
So involved, he didn't acknowledge that the round was over. I thought that was better from Nanitzanian. I don't know. Again, if he one-on-one scorecard in round 1, I think maybe he could have won on another. Oh no, it was 3-2 round 1, right?
3-2,
right,
yeah.
right.
I suspect we'll see the same judges.
Yep. I agree.
Give the same opinions.
I need you to stay busy.
Don't give him no shots.
Yes.
I did hear.
So you're right.
It is 3-2, but not the same judges.
So that makes it very interesting.
It does.
Third round, 3 minutes, Tokyo Olympics.
I make it that Clarke's ahead by 2 points on 2 scorecards as we get the mouth guard replaced. And Nanitzanian's ahead by 2 points on 1 scorecard, and 2 have it all square. So there is a lot to play for here. If Nanitzanian wins this round on all 5 scorecards, he would win a split decision. So it's all on this next 2.5 minutes. The dream of Tokyo, it's here and now. And they both need to give everything to try and book that place on the plane.
And Cheavon Clarke will have a whole lot of teammates on that plane. An incredible performance from the British boxers here. He would make it, I believe, the 9th to qualify, with others in the offing.
One possibility later on, Fraser Clarke in the super heavyweights, who will see these two starting to go at it, hammer and tongs. They both know what's at stake. 90 seconds just over remaining. The heads are coming close together, and now they're throwing hell for leather, although Nanitzanian turning round again. That's not the first time he's done that.
No.
Clarke also landing on the back of the head. He's done that a few times too. So
still think the Greek needs to get busier.
I agree. Good jab from Clarke. Nanitzanian charging forward, but the referee unhappy. Inside of the glove. Minute to go.
Big right hand.
Good quick shot from Clarke on the counter, and again. And he's using his feet very well in these last 45 seconds. a crunching right hand. He missed with the uppercut, but then landed with the right over the top. And I think Clarke's doing enough to take this. Nanitzanian really needs to step on the gas.
He's at the gate, and it's almost boarding time.
What has Nanitzanian got left? He's got 18 seconds. Clarke lands with the jab.
I think Clarke has just been better throughout the 9 minutes in total. However, we have been surprised before.
There's the final bell. Smile from Clarke. I think he knows he's done enough.
I agree.
Look at the reaction of Nanitzanian. It's the other story, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
We will wait and see what the judges say. But Clarke was ahead by 2 points on one scorecard and level on two. And I think he's done enough to win that last round.
I agree. And the silver lining for Nanitzanian is at 21 now, soon to be 22. Only has to wait 3 years for Paris, and that would be in his complete prime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner on points by split decision. In the red corner, representing Great Britain, Cheavon Clarke.
Cheavon Clarke is going to Tokyo. Yet another Briton through to the Olympic Games. A split decision. I suspect it will be 4-1. Good last round from the Jamaican-born boxer.
Ready for more highlights of his life. He's already played games with Usain Bolt. He's played Call of Duty, and he bumped into Prince Charles once and told him he didn't want any of his smoke. And so he loves the spotlight, and he's going to get it with a lot of his Team GB teammates.
You heard him say 5 years as he left the ring, of course, 5 years since Rio. This the fulfillment of a dream for Cheavon Clarke. And he gets it. Well, it's 3-2 in the end. So it was a true split decision. But it doesn't matter. All that matters is that Cheavon Clarke is in the Olympic Games. He's also through to the semi-finals.